In this lesson, we will be reviewing Autodesk Inventor's help system, also referred to as the design support system. As with most systems that you're probably familiar with, there's a help pull-down menu, and from the help pull-down, we have help topics, as well as an assortment of other options. So in this case, we'll start off by clicking on the help topics. And as you're probably familiar, we have a whole bunch of different tabs up on the left-hand side. So under the contents, this is where there are specific information in regards to the user's guide or the command reference. In this case, you could just select on them to find some information on the right-hand side. We also have an index. So from this index, if I want to find out some information, in this case, maybe the line tool, I can just press enter. And on the right-hand side, I'll find out some information in regards to the line tool. So you'll notice over here, I have two other tabs. In this case, the reference tab will give me some information in regards to that. And for more complex topics, there will also be a concept which will explain, why is that given tool even with us here inside of Autodesk Inventor. There's also a search. So if I want to find every topic that line tool is in, it'll go back here and search out all of those topics. As you can see, line is a pretty popular option there. And of course, we can always save these to our favorites if we wanted to. So I'm going to go ahead and close out that dialog box, and let's take a look at some other ones here. I'm going to start up a part file here. And once I do that, you'll notice to the right of the help, we have the help topics that we were in before, but I also have a visual syllabus. So what this visual syllabus is going to allow us to do, basically there are short animations. So I'm going to navigate on down. So let's go back to that sketch line that I was just in before. And let's bring this dialog box a little further over so we can see it. And in this case, one of the things that I'm concerned about or not exactly sure how to do is going to be creating a line and some tangency. So if I click on that, you'll see on the right-hand side, it's going to play back an animation showing me how to go back and create a line that will be tangent. So we'll just let that play here. As you can see, it's stepping back through the given steps. And you can always come back down here and select on that or restart it if you wanted to. So let's close that option back over to the line tool. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to sketch in a couple lines. And I'm going to switch to an isometric view. And what I'd like to do now is extrude this out. And let's see how Autodesk Inventor's help system is going to handle this. So of course, working with solids, we'd like to have them entirely closed and not have an overlap like I have here. So let's see what happens. So as soon as I go back and click on that profile, so Autodesk Inventor isn't going to allow me to do something that it knows that it just cannot handle or make a valid part file from. So let's cancel that for a second. And I'm going to grab that point and I'm just going to pull it back over. And again, I'm going to go ahead and click on the extrude tool. And I'm going to click on solid. I'd really like to create a solid from that. But of course you can't, and you'll notice I have the red cross that will pop up here. So if I click on that, we're going to get the Sketch Doctor, and what the Sketch Doctor is going to do, it'll allow us to basically walk through all of the different operations that would be possible for solving this. So in this case, I do want to close that back off, and it'll just tell us exactly what we need to do to get that done. I'm going to cancel out of that for a second. So also while you're working, and you may go back and place in another feature, and other operations may fail. And if that is the case, you'll notice in the upper right-hand corner we have this cross. Right now it's gray, and that's a very good thing. When that turns red, that tells us that we have a problem. When it turns red, go ahead and click on that, and that design doctor that we looked at before will walk us through how to fix that operation. I'm going to fire up the line tool one more time. And while you're inside that line tool, you can always right-click, and down at the bottom, click on How To. So this is going to be available for every tool that you're using. And what's nice about this is it takes you to the help directly for that tool that you're currently in. Some of the other help operations that are available here, so if you're a current Autodesk Inventor user, you just want to see what's new, go ahead and click on that. There are tutorials that are available, some step-by-step tutorials that are available right inside the product. And skill builders, these two are tutorials. They will take you out to the Autodesk website and allow you to walk through specific exercises in regards to that. So some of the other operations here, so the subscription help, as well as information on Vault, again, if you have Vault installed. And if you're having some graphics issues, go ahead and click on the graphics drivers, and that will take you again out to the Autodesk website, and you can diagnose your specific graphics card, make sure you have the latest driver. And that concludes the lesson on Autodesk Inventor's Help System.